Hello, wiwibloggs.com. We are joined by Gabriela Gunčíková.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. Had a really long day today and day before and tomorrow and days after tomorrow, but I'm doing good.
And you've recently come back from Malta. How did it go?
Oh, it was awesome. It was really cool. See different culture, different town, different people, mentality, and it's really cool. And I think that's what Eurovision is about too. To meet like new cultures, new artists and people, and it was really good experience.
And how did the meeting with all the other artists go?
Oh, she's very sweet. She's very sweet, and I think we were going to be in a good communication during Eurovision Song Contest. She was very supportive.
And unfortunately, we haven't seen you on any promo parties before, but you were touring with Rock Meets Classic, and before that in autumn, I guess you were with Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yeah.
And how does it feel singing with such rock royalties?
Yeah, the thing is, and it's actually truth, is that Rock Meets Classic tour was set up before Eurovision Song Contest, so my team, they knew that I gotta go for the tour. But I said, when we're done, I'm going for Eurovision Song Contest, so that's just to have reality, like why I've did the tour. And yeah, TSO and Rock Meets Classic, it's very giant. It's very giant in the United States, and it's an honor to tour with them. And it's hard. It's really hard to sometimes do it. It's very sometimes exhausting, but it's great experience, and I love to do it always.
And you're more of a rock girl, and you ended up in Eurovision with a ballad. How did it happen?
I love rock. I love metal since I was a kid, because my dad, he's a guitar player, and he plays, for example, in Iron Maiden tribute band. But true is that I love music generally, and I also love like classic pieces and movie soundtracks. John Williams, Hans Zimmer, they're my favorite. And any music that's really good and beautiful, and I love melodies or like really music that has like drive. So the thing is that I've never wanted to be just like in one genre, because I love to learn, and I love to be flexible and do so many stuff and so many music. I got a great vocal teacher. He's a rock star for example for 30 years, but he was teaching me to be flexible and to create anything that's beautiful. And in this case, it was beautiful ballad that was, my imagination was make it with orchestra ideally, and when it worked in the end, because it was beautiful melody, I was like, why not? I can do it.
And your vocal teacher, it's Ken Tamplin, right?
Yes.
And what was his reaction when he knew that you were going to Eurovision?
He was excited. He was like, wow, that's really exciting. Go for it, girl.
And did he give you any advice?
He always giving me advice. He's my good friend. So he always giving me advice, good advice. But in this case, not really, because I think nobody really has the reality until you experience it. So I think he trusts me, he knows me, that I'm going to handle it always like 150%. And he's excited.
And actually, recently you did together with him the video of Rock Throughout Ages.
Yes.
Was it fun to make?
Oh my God, it was actually really fun. We were creating it like for months to really like make it work, because there's like 65 songs in 4 minutes, and it's basically showing the history since 50s to now. I had to remember all these songs and all these parts, to remember when is my part, when is their part, what lyrics or what song is coming. I spent some time to do it, But there was like no different way, because if I would have like a paper in front of me with all these songs, it was like more than obvious that I'm looking on the paper and I don't really like remember it. So I had to remember it, and it's doing awesome. I think on Facebook it's a viral video, and that was the purpose. And it's like just now on Facebook it has like 8 millions views, you know, already, which is really cool.
We enjoyed it really much. It was really great.
Thank you.
And about your song for Eurovision, what is the message of the song? I Stand.
I Stand is, I think it's about, you know, let's say, can be about life very much, because we all have our targets. We have dreams that we want to reach, and then there's like barriers, and sometimes we have like integrity to do things as we want them, and we have to keep this integrity to do it because we know how we want to do it in the best way. And sometimes we're losing, but we have to still keep going. And so that's basically, it's very, very like simple way to say it, that I stand means that I can confront life, I can face to life no matter what.
And I guess that was represented in the music video when you were fighting, I don't know, the walls.
What do you mean?
In the music video, when you were fighting or conquering, like they were somehow attacking you, but you resisted.
Oh, yes. Yeah. It's like a trap, you know? There's so many traps in life that can get you, you know? And then you stop your life, you stop creating, you stop live, and you feel that, you know, you feel that as a human, that you're just stuck and you just can't move. So there's basically like a trap showing that sometimes people can be stuck in their problems and they just can't move. So the thing is just always find a way out of it.
And the music video, was it difficult to make with all those flowers around you?
It was very actually tense. It was because these animations, they were making this animation that takes like 10 seconds, 2.5 hours, for example, or 2 hours. So when I'm like on the back, like that, I was there actually 2 hours like that. And I was just like, guys, keep going, just put those flowers around as fast as possible, because my neck, I'm dying. I'm really like dying. So that's 10 seconds means 2 hours for me to stay in this position without move.
But in the end it was looking perfect.
Yeah, that's great. So, you know, that's the purpose why we suffer sometimes, you know, to make it like look amazing. And
the staging in Stockholm, will it be similar to the music video?
I think the graphics, like I would love to keep those colors. That means for me purple, pink, beautiful green, beautiful blue, and flowers. Yes, it's gonna be there, but it has to work and basically support the music with those dynamics, and it's gonna be there.
And we recently saw your dress, and it was described as the main purpose to show the natural beauty. Will it also be somehow involved?
It's yes, nature beauty, classical beauty, the purity of like showing like a human being as I perceive it, that people, no matter what they do, even that they're bad, I believe that they're basically good, you know, like they're basically good. So it shows like a little bit the purity of like human being, and I wanted to have dress like that too. So I think it happened. We have a Czech costume designer. His name is Pavel Ivančić, and he made these dress for me, and it works very, very cool. Plus, they're very like kind of like Slovakian kind of like epopee, you know, like a little bit like we have a story in here. you know. So a little bit the designing of these dresses is a little bit like from our culture, from our history, which is really cool.
And since Czech Republic unfortunately did not qualify for the final ever, does it add some extra pressure on you?
Actually, everybody's asking me for that, and also I was like very often questioned in Malta too. I don't feel a pressure. Plus, I get a team, like supportive team around who they really help me to like handle it and make it works. And we sometimes can like argue about things or negotiate, you know. But in the end, we just want to like crash it. You know, we want to crash it for us, for Czech Republic. And I don't feel it as a pressure. I feel it more as a challenge. And to me, life is challenge on its own, and this is just, in the end, Eurovision Song Contest is celebrating of art, music. It's fun, it's entertainment, and it's like great challenge, and we're going to make it, or we're not. We'll do our best, 150% to be sure that it's going to be great.
So to be sure that you will perform 2 times, or maybe even 3.
Would be awesome. Definitely would be awesome.
And thank you very much. And finally, do you have a message for all your fans and readers at wiwibloggs?
I just feel like, guys, like keep, crossed fingers. Like keep crossed fingers and just, being supportive and yeah, trust, believe that we can do it,
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.